All right. Sorry about that. Some of those things you don't know until you try. So, give it a shot. But we can't chat with that kind of delay. So, what's the point, man? Can't chat with chat. What's the point? All right, let's get people in here. The amount of times I had to just close OBS and open it just to get the camera to work, I literally don't change anything. I just close it, reopen it, close it, reopen it, close it, reopen it. Oh, face cam works now, you know? So silly, man. Okay. We had some, I have the old chat open, so let me say good morning to everyone who commented over there. And before I do that, we are coming into the 300 level here. Below that, we do have good demand zone and previous day high from Monday, it's the 7th, from Tuesday. Good little zone there to watch. Okay. Lupek, good morning. How you doing? Brian, what up? Wookie, Evan, Lance, what's going on? You finally got your XFA. Congrats, Lance. Terrific. Glad to hear it. Real quick, let me get the link just in case anyone's over in the old stream. Let me get the link to send over. Oh man. Okay. Ryan, what up? Dan, Slee, Ayo, Eddie, how you doing? Juan, still alive. Vadim, how you doing? Miguel, what's up? Ryan, I already said hi to you. John Ketrion. Grizz, good morning, good morning. What up, Grizz? Griswold. Sometimes I call Gabagool Griswold. It's just a good nickname. It works. If you know him, it works. What's up, Tom? Mike, John, Riley, what up? Monroe says no thank you about the delay. Vic, what's going on? Okay, that's the old chat. Let's pull up the new chat. I told you I was looking beautiful today, right? I wasn't lying. Okay. 5 ounce, what up? How you doing? Morning's going well. Jim, how you doing? Jacob, what up? All right, let's see if ES can get the plunge through VWAP here. And then I'm looking for some sort of buyer reaction down here just to gauge what kind of move we're in for here off the open. Hey, chat, question. Has anyone spent any time on Tradeovate prop yet? And is it any different whatsoever, really? Like, would you rather be on Tradeovate prop or would you rather be on Project X? Five ounce, you took a long break from trading, stopped watching trading or content related trading, just started gonna feel like I forgot everything. Yeah, I've been there. I've taken like a couple months off where I don't want to watch anything about trading. I don't want to think about trading. And then you're like, your first day back, you're kind of like, oh yeah, kind of getting the dust off, you know? Well, it sucks. Restarting the stream definitely lost some people. Lost some people in the transition. Well, that's funny. So, just created like that Kick account like last night, and when I multi-streamed there, the first 2 comments are just spam comments right away. So, wow. It's not a good look for Kick. ES did not get the plunge to the VWAP. I'm up 7,000 the Patrick Wheeland tournament thing. It's such a frustrating day yesterday. I had so many great trades that I took off too early. It was like I left so much money on the table. It drove me nuts. Like, for instance, I was in a long going into the close. Like, you know, I entered a long at like 2 something in the afternoon. Closed at 3 my time. There's a tap of 30-minute demand. And, you know, my target was 5. Was it 5? Hang on. My target was a break of the highs and then push like an extra 20 points. So my target was like 519 or 225, 219 or something. Whatever it was back then. So what I did, you know, the market, I wanted to be out of my position, you know, before the market closed. So I was driving. I set an alarm for like, you know, 250 or whatever. But then I get to where I'm going in the parking lot. So I'm like, well, let me pull up the trade. I pull it up and I see it was 1 point away from filling my profit, take profit. It, you know, made new highs and then, you know, rejected 1 point away from my take profit. I'm like, not again, man. This has been happening to me a lot lately, it feels like. So I went in and I took profit, which on 10 contracts, because I was trading this tournament, on 10 contracts, that's a lot of money left on the table when you lose. You know, if you don't get, let's say, 15 points, you know, that's like $3,000. So then I'm in the store. My alarm goes off that I set, you know, for 250. And I check the chart and it pushed back past my take profit and was making new highs. I'm like, I just shot myself in the foot by checking on my trade ahead of time, you know, and then being like, well, I guess I'll get out, you know. And if I just had waited for my alarm to hit, I would have had, you know, profit hit. I would have been very happy. Instead, I was pissed. I took out the trade off like 15 points before my take profit because I was like, well, I might just reject it into close, you know. Anyway, the story, the moral of the story there is that I kept shooting myself in the foot yesterday. You'd think I would learn my lesson, but I kept coming back. You know, like I would put a trade on, go get lunch, and then like while I'm making lunch, I would come back, and then well, you know, take the trade off, small profit, and then boom, shoots up, like literally like 30 seconds, 1 minute later. Like it was uncanny. My timing was so bad yesterday on taking trades off. It was just driving me nuts. So all that blabber to say, I would like to see if I could let a trade run for a while on this account with, you know, trading 10 minis at one time here. It's hard to do because I'm not used to seeing those, you know, big numbers flash around. Anywho, we're in this zone now here where I am looking for buyers to respond. If we don't see that, a bigger pullback is in store. So let's find a good level to watch. I think I might grab like these bars from yesterday's range. Where does that put us? It puts us at 225. 225. Let's mark that. So if we break through this yellow box here, I'm gonna look for this 50% level to hit, and then see what's up then. ES now, getting the move lower too, which is good. So Dan made bread well based. I don't run a lot of errands outside of grocery shopping. It's my number one errand. Yeah, oh, I also like kind of tilted here on this eval. Man, I was doing so well and I had a 75% win rate. Good stats until yesterday. I was just I lost like 1,500 yesterday or something, and you know, with the trailing drawdown, I have like $200 maybe. Yeah, $200 left drawdown. So that's annoying. Because I've been, you know, again, I've been trading well, generally speaking. Good job, Grizz. Are you like heading out after you? I feel like you've been like heading out, going to the gym, doing Griswold things, maybe doing some work. I haven't seen you stick around so much. I miss you, Grizz. Lagging? Sucks. Barshop, did you see? I was trying to multi-stream to Twitch and stuff at the beginning. Didn't really work, but I tried. You go to the gym 30 to 40 minutes after market open. Well, you're just like getting a lot done in the morning, aren't you? Before most people Pacific time wake up, you've made a bag. You've lifted some bags. You lobby against a more efficient and free way to file your taxes so they can sell their fucking tax software to everybody. Little pieces of shit. What's up, Juan? How you doing? Okay, now there's more people here. Tradeovate Prop versus Project X. What are your thoughts? Anybody with experience with both? So 30-second delay? Are you kidding me? No way. Time is 8:48 and 57 seconds. Shit, my bitrate's dropping. $30-second delay? Maybe it wasn't Restream's fault then. The hell? What is going on? 20 seconds. Well, the good news is maybe I can no. I gotta fix that. What is going on? You know, YouTube's kind of changed their they're trying to update their live streaming thing. Oh, my stream latency is set to normal. Instead of usually it's set to low latency. I don't know if I can fix that while I'm streaming though. Is a problem. That's really annoying. So they just changed their, like yesterday they came out with like a new like updates to the streaming backend. Yeah. Maybe that's the problem right here. But unfortunately, I don't think I could fix it right now. Start over again. I can't. Did you start streaming from Kenya? Yeah. The massive, what is that, 300 millisecond ping? Come on. Imagine being alive, you know, like 150 years ago and being like, you know, it takes 300 milliseconds to send a message, let's say, from Kenya to Chicago. And we're like, no way, that's impossible. And you'd say, yeah, even still, that's considered very slow. Chat, does literally no one have experience with Trade of 8 prop? Because no one's responding to my question. There's VWAP. I don't want to short it. Ooh, damn. Too late. Too late. I was about to sling some contracts there. Nice spike down on ES to the 30-minute demand. Sitting at demand here on NASDAQ. No new lows there on that move. I'd say, what's a Chicago? The question is Trade of 8 prop versus Top Step X. So I only want opinions if you use Trade of 8 prop, and if you only have experience with both, I'm interested to know which one you like better. That's all. That's all, folks. Like, which one would you trade, Eddie? It's the same plan. Okay, I think I'd rather trade Project X then. Project X, 100%. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Mike. Any short here? Well, I was saying how I kind of like the short from the VWAP rejection, but it happened too fast, and now I'm not interested in it. Got a level here on ES, 6780. This one's actually from Carmine. Strong buying there from yesterday. I don't have are you just saying it's the same thing, Eddie? You're saying, here, you want to see Trade of 8 prop? Here it is. They made it seem like it was a thing, you know? It was just like a non-event that they were trying to sell as something cool. I'm on to you. Trade of 8. Honestly, I think Trade of 8's ass. I'm fucking sick of it, man. Like, just basic things it can't handle. Like I was saying yesterday, you can't change your order size. Like if you scale out when you have brackets, it's like, dude, come on. Like anyone can handle this, you'd think. And like Project X is smart enough to know you've scaled out, you know, and adjust your orders accordingly. You think that'd be pretty simple. Nope, not for Tradeovate. Tradeovate's like, oh, you want brackets while copy trading? That's insane. Can't do that. That's beyond my capabilities. Come on. Grow up, Tradeovate. I'm in a mood today, aren't I? Turns out TopStep was a massive part of their business, and us ditching them hurt them bad. Tradeovate? Yeah, but you gotta think they're still pretty huge, though, right? Like a lot of other props still use them. I know TopStep was probably their number one customer, but yeah, Parshov, the thing I was looking to do doesn't have rhythmic, so. Oh, Jacob's saying if you click the number on the DOM, you can change the number. Seriously? So, I'll try that next time I'm in an order. Next time I'm in a trade, but that means I gotta pull up a DOM, doesn't it? Super DOM? How are you supposed to click on it on NASDAQ? It's too fast, man. Can you get rid of the ticks like you can on MotiveWave? Like I think if I would click on it, I guess if it doesn't auto recenter, it should be fine. Okay, I'll try that. All right. Let's see if NASDAQ can get back up to VWAP again here. All right. So I got Tradeify, running it back, 150K. Lightning funded here. What's up, Charlie? How you doing? It's going well. Dan, have a good rest of your day. Brian just made a nice $740 on what, silver? New lows there on ES now. Going into the 6780 level. Meanwhile, NASDAQ not doing a whole lot of anything here. Holding up a little bit better than ES here. All right, Grizz. Catch you later, man. Nice trading. Look at these red and green candles. That's so unsightly. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Nice job, Fath. Finally a win day after 4 break-even streaks in the last 2 days. Nice. Nice, nice. Alrighty. You know why you have a delay on MotiveWave? Probably because your ping to Chicago is 300 milliseconds. No, try emptying, wait, don't they have like a garbage section? Or is that just something of, Thinkorswim? Is there a way to like clean up the garbage? If Paul's in chat, he might know. Paul, are you in chat? You know if there's any way to like clean up any garbage in MotiveWave, make it a little faster with, especially a heat map? Paul would know if anybody. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate that vote of confidence there. Time for a payout. I tell you what, man. I am champing at the bit for a payout. Just gotta lock in. Overall, I've been trading well. Just days like yesterday on the Funded Features Network of eval, like it was just frustrating. Paul, you're using Bookmap these days? Okay. Is it so? Do you know any way though, just to like speed up MotiveWave, just with like a, like I was thinking in like Thinkorswim they have like that trash. You can collect garbage or whatever. Decrease the time window. Yeah, you could zoom out maybe. Yeah, Kevin, I think it was, man. It's been forever, dude. It's been forever. It's the 1 minute chart? Oh, weird. I don't know. I would hit him up, man, because I don't know if it just started happening. All right, something to watch here. Well, I was gonna say VIX really popped off, but I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Excuse me. Are you gonna do another yearly recap trading video? Oh man. Well, I want to, and I want it to be not depressing. So I really gotta lock in going to the end of this year. Otherwise, I'm gonna be a little bummed out. But I'll try to do it. It's hard to. It's hard. Sometimes you just don't want to. Like, if you're already frustrated with trading, you just don't want to share your You don't want to share like your frustrating results with other people. But I have a history of doing that, and I do plan on doing it. So I just want it to be. I want to end the year on a high note, let's say. I've definitely seen a lot of improvement this year in my trading, so that's important. That's more important than the payouts, honestly, as much as I would rather have the payouts. Green or red on the... I said Gred. Green or red on the session? No trade yet. No trade. Summer was slow. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy... Like, I took 3 weeks of July off. I'm very glad for that, you know. Nice job, Kevin. Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all we can ask for, right? Is some quantifiable improvement. Thank you, Skidabur. I'm trying to decide, like, you know, the issue I had the last two times with the 150K Lightning, right? First time, I was trading 2 contracts, 2 minis on NASDAQ. And it was good until it wasn't, right? $1,800 a day, $1,800 a day, $1,800 a day. Then boom, you know, minus 2,800, you know, 3,000, whatever. And it can happen very quick. Like, you only get, you know, with 20-point stop losses or so, you know, that's $800 a hit, right? So two stop outs and you're down 1,600. So you get, like, I think the problem is with the consistency rule, my max days are pretty much capped at 1,800. And so when your red days, you know, taking two trades and losing $1,600 when your max red day is 1,800, that's a bit much. Now the problem is, it's just maybe it's just the lack of patience I had. But like when I just traded one contract, you know, the past couple weeks, most of September, I wasn't making that much. I was being maybe too selective or something, and so I was making like $500, $600. It should have been $900 a day, but I was making a little less, and so it took me a long time to get, you know, it took me like 3 weeks to get to $4,500, which is just halfway. And so I'm just like, just put on another contract, you know, the devil on my shoulder. And then, you know, you just have something goes against you, you get a bad stop out, something like that. Man, that's can be tough to combat with. So, yeah, I think I could do this. I could do 15 micros. I could split the difference, 15 micros. Not bad idea. It could scale out. that could be a great way to go. The other idea is just adjust based off conditions, right? So don't always just go for 2 contracts, and based off risk as well. So you're always risking the same amount, dollar wise, not point wise. And so there's tweaks to be made there where I think there's the happy medium where I feel like I'm still making a good dent in the profit target, and I'm not just a few losses away from wiping stuff out, you know? So I'm looking for now. Here's what I would ideally like to see is a little jab lower there, even a little higher there. That gets wicked, that gets bought up essentially. And then I do want to see us kind of bounce from here. This is the zone I marked pre-market that I wanted to see us come into. And so we have now, and the key is to execute when there's a setup off of my key level. It is possible, though, this consolidation breaks to the downside and we get a heavy close. We don't wick. In which case, I don't think I'll catch the short, but I will be watching the 50% level I marked out earlier. My risk reward is usually 1-to-1. No, it's usually better than that. Sometimes I do a 1-to-1, but it's got to be a pretty good setup. Yeah, Kevin, I agree. I feel so... I think scaling out might help me right now just because my targets generally do hit, but I haven't been wanting to sit so long and wait for that. Like, it'd be nice to de-risk a little bit, take some profit off the table. So maybe scaling out is a good way to go. Maybe I'll go ahead and pull up micros here. Maybe that's what I'll do. So usually risk reward, I would say usually I go for 1-to-2. Sometimes 1-to-1.5, sometimes 1-to-3, 1-to-4. Brad, I'm trading, I got a few things going on. Funded Futures Network only has $200 left on this eval of drawdown. Tradeify, brand new, 150K lightning funded. They have 30% off accounts right now. That's their kind of baseline sale. The other thing I'm trading is this Patrick Whelan's tournament he's hosting with Legends Trading. This one, the first place, this is after 3 trading days or something. First place has $77,000. It's a 50K account. So with $2,000 of drawdown, Matt Cowart, I don't know how to say his name, Day Traders Paradise guy. He's made $77,000 off of $2,000 of risk, which is obviously bonkers. In order to get on the leaderboard, they show the top 49 places. 49 places, $15,000 in profit. I'm at 7,000, so I have to sling 10 contracts on this one and just kind of shoot for the moon a bit. So that's the one I'm just, it's more for fun. And so Tradeify, Lightning is the one I'm gonna focus up on because this eval here, $200 drawdown is not a whole lot to work with. All right. All right. What I marked the current zone based off of. Let's just pull up a higher time frame here. That's what I pulled it. Grabbed it. So I was looking at this chart here, and so we have kind of between the two previous day highs. So if you just zoom out and you look, you're like, all right, where might we retest previous resistance, right? So that's what this zone's based off of. Is it's kind of the zone between the two previous day highs, and then we also had like a demand zone here, demand zone there too. So just a really good overall zone to watch. So far, it's been like I love these zones for two reasons. One's for take profits, like if you're short and you want to take profit somewhere in the zone or at a demand zone, you have somewhere to target. And two, you can gauge price action once we get to these zones to kind of get an idea of the market participants this morning and who's really showing strength. Do I ever sell options? No. You have 200 shares of Tesla, so you're always selling covered calls. Well, as long as you don't mind if they get called away, right? As long as it's working out for you. Sounds good. All right. By the way, if you trade my funded futures, you might have heard they had like that flex payout boost where if you're like in the scale account, I think you can change the payout request cap from $1,500 to $6,000 for free at checkout. So make sure you do that if you are trading my funded futures or looking to trade them. I think Eddie in chat just did that the other day, right? And he got 5 funded, and he has the potential to get $6,000 payouts across 5 each. So that's like, I thought that was like a permanent fixture that they added, but no, it's just a limited time thing for their scale accounts. So something to be aware of if you've been looking at my funded futures. They're probably right now my favorite firm. There's a ton of them out there, and there's plenty of good ones. There's plenty of reputable, solid firms. My funded futures though is probably my favorite. You can always, if you wanted to find out for sure what my favorites are, propfromgorilla.com and the Turn on Gorilla rankings. That's my rankings of my favorites. Yeah, my funded future is holding a top spot right now. It's very simple. The only thing I don't like about them is their the platforms. I wish they had more platforms, but that's not a big deal. Eddie gonna make bank on that. Yo, that big day you had yesterday, Eddie, was on my funded future. That's sick, dude. That's so awesome. It's awesome to see you banking this year, man. It's cool to watch. Nice, Eddie. Very awesome. People are always like, do people actually make money with day trading? But when you are around it long enough and you're able to do it and you're able to watch other people do it, and you're able to watch people like really improve. So I know last year, Eddie, you and I were struggling kind of in similar we're getting chopped up and stuff. This year you really, like, you've just really stepped up, man. Congrats. Okay. Based off of ES, I mean, ES is coming into this level. I marked the strong buying level, and I did mark this here to see if we can get a jab lower on NASDAQ and a subsequent buyout. But I also said it's possible we just end up breaking to the downside. So if this closes heavy, I am looking for this 50% level to hit. If this is just a wick, I might look for a long opportunity. Eddie, you want to surprise your wife with paying off for student loans? That'd be sick, man. That would be very nice. Or you could buy yourself a 1967 Mustang. Both would be cool. Well, we know who the devil on Eddie's shoulder is, and his name is Evan. All right. Need ES to find some support here. I'm very interested in this. I do have to take a pee break here, so. Kind of doing what I want. I just don't know if I trust it. You know what I mean? I said I wanted to see a wick. It came down to my Crayola drawing perfectly. I don't know if I trust that ES is going to hold up here. I can see it dragging down NAS. Come on, close strong, close strong. So Dan, after doing this for as long as you have, is trading hard yes or no? And do you think there's statistical advantages that are repeatable? You want to hear my deep thoughts? Is trading hard? Yes, obviously. I hope I make that very clear. There's one thing you take away from me documenting my journey. It's that trading is hard. I hope I make that abundantly clear. Because, yeah, it's the hardest thing I've ever tried to do. And I've tried to do some challenging things with career stuff, with other side project type things. Trading is by far the hardest thing ever. You know, when it comes to skills you're trying to learn behind a computer, it doesn't really get harder than that. Are there repeatable advantages? Yes. A lot of people think like, oh, how are you going to beat the hedge funds with quants and stuff? Like, you don't have to beat anybody. I mean, it's just you in the markets. I took 10 long, you know, but I don't know. I am covering maybe too quick here. Like, again, I just don't know if I trust it yet. We'll see. This could pay off into a nice trade if we can just move away. Nah, okay, tagged out there for modest $350. I don't remember exactly what I was saying. There is a repeatable edge, something like that. I don't know. Oh, you're not trying to beat the hedge funds. Like, they've got to move a lot of money, right? They have a lot of size. and people to account to. You know, like, we can be very nimble and agile. Like, that's retail's advantage over like the big guys is we're not trying to build a monster position on something. We're just trying to pick up pennies in front of a steamroller, essentially. So, I mean, there is edge for retail in that regard. So, Dan, after doing this for as long as you have, is playing Wonderwall hard, yes or no? And do you think there are statistical advantages to playing the guitar? Hear my deep thoughts. Okay. Well, playing Wonderwall, not very hard. You know, pretty simple. Nice, open, easy strumming. Open chords. Pretty basic. Now, statistical advantages. Well, the stats will say that guitarists are 125% sexier than non-guitarists. So that to me seems like a pretty good advantage. And that's as deep as my thoughts go. Corey, you think when you look at social media and YouTube, you have people that make money nearly every day, right? Like, they never lose. You don't really see their struggles. I mean, honestly, that is one of the reasons why I started this channel, is because you don't see that. You see someone after they've struggled, maybe, or pretending, but you see people like after they found success start a YouTube channel, right? Or maybe they're faking it, whatever. But you don't see them struggle. All of a sudden they come out of nowhere with their Lambo, and you're like, well, I don't even know where you came from. How am I supposed to trust you? So I want to make this channel because it's like, you don't see this as often. I mean, I see it more and more now from like smaller channels popping up where people are trying to do something similar, where they just, you know, share their struggles. But there really wasn't that, you know, it's not like the large channels don't do that, because it's harder to sell you stuff if you're a struggling trader. It's much easier to sell you a course if you claim to be a great trader, right? So, that's why I wanted to make this channel, honestly. Didn't you have a man bun when you started this? Nah. When I started with what, man? This channel's been around since 2020. I grew my hair out, during, 2021 maybe. During COVID. And then, gotta throw the hair back sometimes to get out of your face. Which is the most unsexy instrument then? The tuba? That's just science. Yeah, sure thing, Corey. What up, Sonka? How you doing? All right, so, not as trustworthy here. I am still watching, though. The upside move is not I still think it could play out here. It just might take a little longer. We might dip a little lower. Even if we come down to the 50% level, it's that the long is still valid. But what's also valid is the fact that I do have to take a pee break. So Dan has lost so much hair since he started trading. Yeah, that I did cut it all off. That's true. Be right back. Guys, what do I tell you about the P break? It's unbeatable. Except for when I'm in the trade. Oh, man. That's a pretty nice flush there. To go along with my flush. Man. All right, there's the 50% level. We start sinking through this. I have the daily demand below that, but I much prefer a bounce here. I'm looking for the morning lows to be in right around here. That would be ideal for me. But again, the market has not seemed to care what I find ideal, which I find very inconsiderate. So, okay. Can we bounce? Bounce. 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 A dip below this level and a reclaim above it pretty soon after. May also get me in a trade. I don't really love anything to the short side just yet. Unless we kind of retest this previous all-time high level, 250s here and reject, I may consider a short here. Yeah, I'll quickly show how I got that level. Okay, a 4-hour chart. I think it was 4-hour. I think I just grabbed 2 4-hour bars maybe. No, I grabbed it into the close there. So 3 4-hour bars from the low to the high got me that level. Okay. Where are we here? Okay, so right now it's a perfect bounce. That's why I like those levels. We can still reject here and flush, of course. But again, sometimes I find I can scalp like a limit order buy, you know, and scalp 10, 15 points off of that level. Sometimes we blow right by it though, so it's a little risky. Here we bounced 20 points already. So, you know. Lupek, you're gonna go P. Do you have a P break flush strategy as well? I mean, I am the pioneer of that. Are you just a copycat, man? That's kind of my thing. Like right now, I like that retest and the rejection. So the short here looks okay. But again, that 50% level is something I wanted to see hold. I want to see buyers respond here. And, you know, shorting into it's not as exciting to me. But again, I do have the, you know, the 200 level and a daily demand on here is a pretty sweet level as well. So basically, like, you know, the dips we've been getting, you know, do obviously get bought. Like we've been pushing all-time highs all the time, even during a government shutdown and a lot of other soft economic data points. Just keeps lifting higher. So instead of hopping in short, I think I'd rather look for the dip buy this morning. So that's what I think. When Dan goes on P break and you hear the woodpecker, the bird, by the way, that's when you risk 100% of your account. This dip ain't getting bought up. We're about to see a 23% drop, says Eddie. Well, I hope you're max short then. Okay. Oh, what do we got here? 15-minute. Looking really nice and heavy. But I mentioned a dip under 50% and a reclaim in the next few minutes. It might get me interested. But then the other consideration, of course, is do I want to be sitting in a counter trend trade in the middle of yesterday's range? I'd rather see like a quicker reaction off of it and go off of a higher low or something. Evan, you just got the notification I've been live? I went live? Man, YouTube's not doing me any favors, are they? Come on, man. Come on, YouTube. Four-hour looks weak, right? The trend. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything super tradable. Like, yeah, I could short this and just bank on it flushing without pulling back much. And target like 200. That's only 20 points. Maybe we get the flush through 200 into this daily demand. That'd be a better reward for the trouble. Does seem like it wants lower. I might take it on the tournament account. That one doesn't matter as much. I'll start with 5 and then maybe add another 5 if it moves in my direction. Okay, I'll add another 5. Nice. Feels like every time I short, there's just a massive buy up wick. It actually took off. No, it didn't. Did it take off? I don't think it took off contracts. That's just my ad there. It showed. All right. Let's just get a little bit there. I just want like a little bit of a cushion. All right. Well. Okay. $1,000, but you know, when you think about the size I'm trading, it's not really a lot, but it's just a little cushion. Long time no see. Did you come back to Tradeovate? Not because I wanted to. I don't really like Tradeovate. I only do it out of necessity. Or like the least bad option, least worst option. Still alive. Catch you later, man. All right. I'm going to flip long here with 5. And then if it continues my way, I'll add another 5. Although we didn't really tap 200 yet. I think that was a mistake. I think I should have waited for 200 to hit. That's why I like having that little cushion. $1,000 green makes this loss, you know, less painful. But yeah, I think I should have. I think I got a little too excited for a reversal. And the better move is to wait until we tap into this liquidity down here. Nice, Eddie. Eddie, what's the number one thing? I mean, you can wait till you're done trading, out of the trade. What's the number one thing you've changed in your trading this year from last year? Not being afraid to lose. Are you saying the best loser wins? Is that what you're saying? That is so important, though, man. I think that's such a great little tidbit there. Like, you know, being able to like cut a trade that's in the red that has not hit your stop loss yet, but that you know, conditions have something has changed and you no longer like it. Maybe you were jumped in early. And being able to cut that for a loss, it used to be really hard for me because I'm like, well, I'm technically not wrong yet. It hasn't my stop loss. I could still be right in this trip. But it's like, no, if you don't like it, just get rid of it and like take a paper cut loss. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Anyone register for the Ninja Trader Arena? There's a lot of competitions going on, tournaments right now. It's kind of fun. Now, I haven't looked into it, but does the Ninja Trader one let you trade Tradeovate? Or do you have to trade Ninja Trader? Yeah, I used to be scared, so scared to blow funded accounts, and I'd always blow them. Yep. Then combines too, I'd trade so carefully and always blow them. Yeah, if you care too much, it's too hard to trade. There's a balance there, right? There's a balance of like, yeah, of course you care, but you're not like a helicopter parent to your freaking trade, you know? Like, yeah, it's probably similar to parenting. It's like, yeah, you don't smother your kid, but obviously you care and you want to take care of them, but you just make good decisions. You don't smother them. Anyways, here's 200 level. VIX is at the pretty much its recent highs here, coming into its recent highs for the most part. Still 0.15 away. But, you know, if VIX rejects here and we find a little support, daily demand, special Crayola green zone from ES, then, you know, that could be, again, good potential by the dip. But of course, got to see some other signs of that happening other than just some levels. All right. Let's see if we can get a bounce off this 200 level. Anyone here just trade cash accounts? No, there's plenty of people. Sonka. I know prop firms are all the rage, but Evan doesn't trade futures or props, as far as I know. He trades options. Yeah, plenty of people don't just trade cash. How much from your winnings can you pay out from a funded account? Mikkel, depends on the firm. Every firm has their own rules about that. I would like a reversal pattern to set up here, honestly. But you guys know that. You guys know I want the long here. I'm going to throw 5 on here. Stop under the lows here. A little early, but we'll see if this plays out. And if so, I can add another 5 once there's more signs of that playing out. So this is a early one, and it's, I'm not taking this on a funded account. It's a tournament. Doesn't really matter so much. I care about it. Like I want to do well, but I'm also okay taking a loss here. Loreni trades a cash account. There you go. Petros trades a cash account. Do you do volume analysis or order flow? I don't really do volume analysis so much. Definitely use order flow more. I check the heat map pretty often. Can look for absorption here. So large sell orders hitting down there at the lows. We have not gotten any follow through. So then you look for a move in the reverse. So here, getting a bit of a bounce right off of my beautiful Crayola drawing here at the 200 level. 5 accounts, or sorry, 5 minis. So far, so good. I have to imagine, though, we do pull back and kind of head towards these lows one more time. And when that if that can hold, then I'll add another 5 to it, and then maybe I'll take the trade on other accounts. This is more so in case we get like a V bottom or something like that, something more violent to the upside. I just wanted to be in on this off of my key level. So, yeah, one thing I've been trying to do is improve my executions, and because my analysis I find I can trust, and so then it's executing off your analysis. Maybe before it's obvious. Once it becomes obvious, the risk is greater, and it's harder to hold a trade that you get in at a worse location. It can be harder to hold when you don't get a quick move in your direction. It's like kind of taking some, like if I got in now in the high 20s, I'm like, all right, please don't pull back. Please don't pull back. Now, I'm in so low. It can pull back. It can test the lows if it wants to. I'll be fine. It's 15 points to the lows from my entry, so it's much more comfortable of a spot to be in. Eddie, fucking crushing, dude. Congrats. Thanks, Tyler. So Eddie, 2,900 on day one of these 6 funding ticks accounts. Just straight up crushing, dude. You ever get tired of crushing so hard, man? You get tired of it? I doubt it. Okay. If we can get a pullback that will hold maybe in the teens, I would add another 5. Something like that. Maybe a little higher. But that to me, I would add. So let's see if that can play out. Penny Packer, you're minus 1,600 today on a fund account. I mean, don't feel bad just because someone else is winning. You know, I know it's hard not to, but you're going to have a green day. And, Eddie might have a red day. It just happens. It's fine. Just see if there's more opportunity for you. If it's within your risk parameters. Eddie gonna have the biggest October profits of anyone in here, including you, Evan, including you. I should have you blew your Blue Live account. Ah, man. Sorry, man. Yeah, Eddie says he loses all the time. It's crazy, you know, I love shorting, and I've just been so hesitant to want to short. You can see why. I mean, if you just look at that freaking daily chart, but opportunity is opportunity, you know. And this is a solid entry here. I'm up 27 points on 5 minis. Only wish it was 10. Yeah, Andy, they're changing their ads. Excuse me. They're changing their ads for live streams, so it doesn't pull you away so much. You can still. I appreciate that, where you can still kind of see the stream in a split screen. So that's a good improvement there. Color flag are we today? Started off yellow flag, the VWAP open. Now I'd say we're a light green flag. So arbitrary. Nah, I would say yeah, green flag conditions here. Joey, no, I'm not a Philly guy. I can show you the rest of the thing here. It's a it's a Menzingers flag. They're a band from Scranton, but you know, I think they live in Philly. But I live in Chicagoland. I'm from Indiana. What's up, Robert? Any mentors? Yeah, I'd say the biggest one's Carmine Rosado. He's all over YouTube. He is legit. He's a very good trader. Well, no pullback yet. I kind of wanted it to happen a little sooner, and I can get in on the other 5 contracts. Is chartreuse half green, half yellow? I don't even know, man. So like I said, let me show you this better here. First of all, this short here, you know, I could have held to 200. And when I got in long, I was just a little too excited for a reversal. That was completely a silly trade. And one I should have probably just cut before my stop loss, like I was saying earlier. And then the 200 hit there, sweep the 200 level. And then subsequent buy up was really nice. And so I think really eliminate this trade here and just stay short on this trade here, and then the it completely changes the P&L just by eliminating exiting early. Because if I exit early, or if I don't exit early, I'm not taking this long, right? I'm still in my short, and I'm letting my stop loss just do its thing, staying in this trade, get my profit target, and then I look for the reversal. So Just just analyzing past trades there to see what can be improved, and that was just a silly trade there. A little mental slip, I would say. Would like to see a pullback, and I would like to buy down here, assuming that holds. That's the kind of trade I want to see. But it looks like it's kind of V-bottoming here, which is why I got in on that. Got in a little early, just because just in case it was a V-bottom, I wouldn't be kicking myself. Why change such large size? Because this is the Patrick Whelan tournament where first place has $77,000 profit after 3 trading days. So it's one you kind of have to trade max size on if you want to make the leaderboard at all. The 49th place, which is the last place they show, has $15,000 profit. I was at 7,000 coming into today, and now I'm at 10,000 with unrealized total profit. Trader Tom managed to turn 10K to 100K in less than a year, as he said. Have you seen it, Dan? No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I think we trade. I love his book, but I think we trade different styles, and good for him. It just seems a little irrelevant to me. I know it can be done. I've done crazy amounts. And just imagine. I've done massive gains off options, and so I know it can be done. So I'd rather just focus on my own trading, really. I'm about to engulf the 15-minute here, so that's really nice buy up there. Again, this is why I'm haven't been wanting to short so much, just because everything gets bought. Dips get bought here, seems like. So now kind of hoping to see a pullback to a higher low, in the 220s, something like that. I don't know if it'll pull back that much. What's half this leg so far, if it does pull back? Yeah, it might be popping higher still. Yeah, 227s. Well, I really wanted to be in full size on that one. Oh well. Still a good little bag cooking. $5,000 profit on this. VWAP target? That's, I guess. I mean, that's a great target. And then I could always, I guess, buy a pullback. So yeah, I guess you're right, Andy. VWAP target. Excuse me. VWAP on here, 87-ish. That's probably the smart thing to do. It's killing me because it's half profit, and it's 5,000. It's a really nice profit. It'd be a $10,000 profit on this, which would be really helpful for this competition. It's all right. Thanks, Eddie. I noticed this week, I have been getting the lows pretty spot on. Up 50 points right now. Could take a couple off here. I'll sell 3 right there. Your 4 green days of more than $150 and you're up $1,100 on your XFA. When should I take my first payout? Please help with your years of experience. Personally, and I think chat will agree, the majority of chat will agree, because there's different ways to do it. The majority of chat will agree to take your first payout as soon as possible. I am usually torn because I usually want to use up all the drawdown, right? So if you have $2,000 of drawdown, I want to make $2,000 of profit. So that way when I take my payout, I'm not losing any drawdown, because like if you're on Top Step will set your max loss to like 50,000. Is it 50,100 or something like that? So you don't really want to, personally, I don't want to lose too much of that drawdown, but also I don't want to lose a payout either. So, you know, recoup the money you spent on eval, says Brian. Yeah. What prop firm am I using now? Right now, I have a brand new Tradeify Lightning funded account right here. No trades on it yet. This is the Patrick Whelan tournament competition. This is funded Futures Network eval. It only has $200 of drawdown left. So, yeah. So that's what's cooking right here. Also, if you're new here, I do want to tell you about a site I launched 2 Fridays ago. It's called Prop from Gorilla. And it allows you to compare plans from any freaking firm, essentially. TopStep's not on there because they don't want to be associated with other firms. But a lot of the other top firms are on there. There's like 18 firms. I'm adding more all the time. If you're in a country that is like banned by a lot of prop firms, let's say like Parshav's in Kenya, he can look at the firms that are only available for Kenyans, right? So you can filter by countries allowed. You can sort by my favorites. You can filter by drawdown type. If you just want instant funded, you can do that. Look at all the instant funded. You can sort by payout method. But then when it gets cool is, let's just grab like 3 random firms here. You can compare up to 5 at a time. You select the plan you want to compare from each one, right? So if you really want to see, okay, who has the best whatever, you know, you could do instant funded. Who has the best instant funded plans? And here you get a table. There's Lucid on the right. But you can get a table of all the rules for the evaluation, and then flip the toggle at the top to see all the funded rules. And so that way you can get a real apples to apples comparison on any plan, and you can see which one's the best. And then to support the site, you know, it's affiliate links. So to support the site, just use the link to buy. And it's a win-win, right? So it's called propfromgorilla.com. I hope you check it out. I hope you like it. And then if you have any ideas for ways to improve it, let me know, because I am trying to make it very helpful. I'm trying to make it as good as possible. So I hope you get use out of it. I use it all the time for myself just because it's really hard to keep all these firms straight in your head. Like, all right, who's got a sale? Who's got the best instant funded parameters? Who's got the best price? Etc. So that's my spiel, you know. It's completely free. It's just supported by the affiliate links. So I do appreciate it if you get use out of it and want to support. There's like a lot of prop firm affiliates out there, and the top ones are cleaning up, and I'm just a little fish in a big ass pond. So the support does help a lot. Evan, it does it after like it's like 5 seconds. But the gorilla does miss you, Evan. All right, this trade's still cooking here. It makes me feel something again. Well, that's sad.
Let me show you something.
Is this it? Is this a pullback? Is next stop VWAP? Is that what we're doing here? Jim, this is a brand new Tradeify straight to funding. The other one I got halfway and I got a little restless. It's a sore subject. I was an idiot, okay? Truth be told. Just got a little antsy. VWAP, I think I gotta lower this to 85 now. Just keep up with VWAP here. Sometimes you get those fast spikes up to VWAP and a quick rejection. I think I'd rather be filled on that if it does happen. Oh, like you're not emotionally dead after all these years trading? Come on now. Touche. No, I'm very much alive, man. I'm alive. Well, this reversal's gone a little sleepy. So a little consolidation here at this yellow box of chop. T20's pullback possible? Sure. Yeah, sure. If the 20s can hold, I'd buy that. And, you know, at this point, I took off 3. I'm only in 2 contracts now, so I would probably buy 8 if we get that pullback, you know. Just go max. Let's find the halfway point on this leg here. 230, okay. 230. Yeah, Evan. He said, I can lose thousands on a trade, but the other day I was at the store and caught myself saying, $30 for toilet paper, what a ripoff. Yeah, it's funny how it kind of skews your sense of money and everything. I was thinking the same thing, like, I like to get like fresh berries I love fresh berries, right? But if raspberries are $4 for like one of those little containers, I'm like, I'm waiting until it's $3. Like literally I care about $1 for something I really enjoy. But then again, you lose a few hundred here and there trading. You're just like, it's part of it. Do you need 9K to withdraw from Lightning Fund on 150K? Yes, you do. Any mental tips for risk management? I constantly find myself going negative 700 on red days, but I never have $700 green days. It might be a size thing, man. It might be a size thing. So, I don't know. Like, do you find your analysis playing out, Brian? Like, what I found was I can trust my profit targets a lot of times, right? So, if you're able to like trade small and let a trade run, like let's say 50 points, maybe that gives you confidence in your analysis so that when you trade your regular size, you'll be able to hold to your profit target, which will ideally be, you know, more than $250, $300 in profit. You ever trade Asia session? I don't like it. I hate taking a loss in the overnight session, and then when I wake up tomorrow, you know, my P&L's in the red, and I don't like starting a day like that. And I find my best setups first few hours of New York session. Just stick with that. Oh, it's intraday. Intraday is a lot harder. JFF, what up? Day's going well. Really nice trade off the lows here. I took 3 off. I'm still in 2 minis. So I'm happy about that trade. I'm looking for VWAP. Honestly, I'd rather have a pullback though and get in with more size. We're wondering if we peek about this consolidation and fail. Well, we could, but I feel like bulls still have the ball in their court. They've just been so strong that, you know, I mean, look at that wick on the hourly. Woof. That's a wick and a half. That's big wick energy. So I don't know. I kind of just would rather lean on the bullish side just because we've been doing this all-time high stuff. You know what's funny is I actually put in an order last night on this tournament account at 200 level, probably very similar to where I got in now. I put the order in case we got the drop to 200. So even last night, that's what I wanted to see was a drop to 200. And I'm glad that I still was able to get that here in the AM session. Well, it's looking like it might not pull back till VWAP. I still hope this kind of fails though, even though I'm in long. I mean, we're pretty close to my target, but honestly, I just trust this long side. So, you know, a pullback that holds, I just want to load up, you know? What's your go-to meal after a trading session? I don't know, man. Lunch I struggle with. I struggle with finding like the best balance of something that's like easy to make, that tastes good, and is like pretty healthy. So I've gone through phases. I've gone through salad phases, sandwich phases. Right now I'm in like a flatbread wrap phase. Like a Mediterranean kind of wrap with like hummus and tzatziki and stuff. It just kind of depends. All right. Come on, man. ES is about 4 points from VWAP. I'm almost tempted to add to this now. That would really raise my average entry though. It drives me nuts when people ask where I'm from originally and I tell them Greek. They go hummus. It's not even Greek. Some of them say chow, which is Italian. I think of gyros. Is that Greek? That's what I think of for Greek. That's one of my favorites. Tell me that's Greek. Evan, you're in your pastrami sandwich era? I never got into pastrami. Yeah, gyros is freaking bomb, dude. One time I was in New York. Me and my buddy hit one of those little Euro cards. We got it. We got on the train, the subway. And it was such a good freaking sandwich that when we got off the subway, we hit another cart for a second one. It was just... And it was like $5 or $4. It was something so cheap and it was so freaking delicious, man. I'm about to buy this here. Am I gonna regret this? Buffalo chicken wraps? That sounds good. Let's see what happens here. I just added 8. Let's see if this is too early or not. Gyros. The first time I heard someone say gyro, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is that what you think it is? No, don't. Well, okay, maybe I was a little earlier. I got a little excited for VWAP here. So now I'm in 10 contracts again. You know, I don't want to take too much heat. I'd rather just cut it and get back in if we get a better pullback here. So. Yeah, Bogdan. Yeah. I got a little portfolio that I don't really... It's mostly like Vanguard ETF, so I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just do a little monthly deposits and just let it do its thing. All right. After all that, after such a great entry, I feel like I really screwed it up. That's all right. I will look to make money on this pullback here. So I'll just go ahead and hop out and see where we stop pulling back at. We've all done strange things for VWAP, Dan. Yeah, no kidding, right? Just like so sure that it's like about to hit. Let's just see if we can get to like 230. 230s would be pretty good. Do not bounce right here. Do not bounce right here. No one ever before has referred to compound as baby making. Well, I think of the movie It's a Wonderful Life, right? They have like, I think $2 left over after the bank run, and he puts them in there. He's like, make a family. Come on now. Or whatever. I haven't really worked on my Jimmy Stewart impression, but you know. Say, come on in, make a family. Welcome to Bottom Tick Trading. No kidding, man. I'm about to change the name of the group. No, I do. Let's get more of a pullback here. What's up, G-Man? Do not pull back, Nasdaq. I will murder your whole family. There we go. So I think what was 230, 50%, or do we move higher since I measured it? Yeah, okay. That's 50% of the leg right here. I also like 220s, 222s, 227s. Ideally, something like that. Or you can try it on the eval. The eval only has $200 left. I would probably take it on Tradeify though. Nice job, Wookie. Yeah, I'm looking for a long. So I just want to see this pullback hold somewhere. 230s is a good level. This is a 50% of the leg here. Also like down in the 220s. Any of those is fine with me. Well, is this the pullback? Again, I'm turning into such a little 50% whore, but let's watch 46 rather. It's a good level to watch here, just to see, you know, if this pullback has more juice in it. For as close to the low of day as we can get is good for me. It's more money on the table. It's a better risk, etc. So yeah, I kind of annoyed that I jumped the gun adding those 8. Thing is, like right here on ES, like that look right there before we put in the following candles. To me, that looked pretty good for the pump to VWAP. So I got a little excited about it. All right. So under the 20s, you know, makes me question things a little bit. Definitely want to see, you know, if we do get that low, I do want to see very good double bottom, maybe a little higher low, and then grab that. All right. Come on. All right. 220s. All right, I'll throw 5 on there. Go a little further lower. I might average this one down. Just depends. I do have to take a pee break though, so I'll be right back. I am muted, aren't I? Okay. I was going to say, I wouldn't short right here. I think a bounce that fails to me would be a little bit more comfortable and getting a little higher because it's already moved a fair amount here. But obviously, you'd follow your own analysis and setup. See what makes sense to you. So. Picking up speed now, so short wasn't crazy, but where's your risk? You know, that's always what I think about. It's like, where can you stop out on that makes sense? And so if you get a pullback that fails, you can get in, you know, and then stop out maybe somewhere that makes a little bit more sense. So it's always about like what's your risk, you know? Not like, is it? Am I gonna get the move? Or like, where are you gonna get if you're wrong, what's gonna happen? Where are you gonna get your stop at, you know? What's up, Brandon? How you doing? Let's see if we can just double bottom here. Just get the heat map. I wonder if I should average down like I mentioned. I only average down if it's part of the plan going into the first leg. Jacob, you get a request. Your first payout tonight just passed the threshold. Congratulations, Jacob. Well done. What firm were you on there? GG's, man. GG's. We gobbled through that liquidity, didn't we? Gobble, gobble, gobble. Freaking Pac-Man. I almost bought another 5 down here, but the speed of which that came into the lows kind of freaked me out. Scared me off of it. All right. Monty, if you want your heat map and motive wave to look like mine, just go to the Discord, go to links, and there's a download for my heat map settings. Hey, I'm back in the green on this trade. So now I'm looking to add to it. Might be another V bottom here. A little early for me, but it ended up being a monster. It ended up being such a great buy. Wish I would have played it a little bit better, but the entry was perfect. So sometimes it's as long as you have the initial reaction at a key level, sometimes I'll go ahead and put risk on and try to get the better entry. G-Man, your theory is the faster it goes, bigger, faster swings, the better retracement. Yeah. Hard bounce can lead to a big bounce. Hard drop can lead to a big bounce. Rachel says, "Wow, whoa! I went to the website from your header, and it looks in it is so slick ass." Thank you. I just had one goal when setting out to make this site, and I said I wanted to make a slick ass website. So I'm glad you think I achieved that goal. All right, so came to my entry, rejected it. Back to the lows here. Am I in trouble, chat? Sound off in the comments. I been muted this whole time? Okay. Your website says Apex minimum days to pay out is 11 days. That's because it includes the evaluation, right? So 1 day to pass plus 10 days for the payout, right? G-Man, I see you. What's up? Dan, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. Stan Robbins. I am tempted to throw another 5 on here, but man, these drops have been kind of a little aggressive. 8 days for payouts for the Apex? Okay. I'll update that. If once you double check, let me know. I'll update it. Thank you. Eight days for Pat. Thanks, Eddie. I'll update it right now. I ain't playing. Minimum days to pay out. 9. What do you guys think? Like, when I do the minimum days to pass, like on the table, the firm table, like I want, like personally, what I want to know is if I sign up today, when's as soon as I can get a payout? That's what I want to know. So that's why I'm like, okay, including the eval, including the funding, the payout rules, you know, how long is it going to take me? G-Man, I'm already long, dude. I don't know what you want, man. I've been sitting long for a long ass time. Do you not see that trade on there? Blue line. Do you not see the P&L? Cool. Cool. We do have the higher low. It's not like, I mean, I feel like pretty good about it. I'm like close to adding, but you know, the 5 minute to me looks like it could also, like as of right now, it could be setting up to plunge one more time. So that's why I'm like a little hesitant. I do like the 15 minute. That looks a little bit better for the bounce, but this 5 minute, the way they're stacking these overlap candles like that makes me think it could be setting up for one last knife. So I'm a little hesitant. First PW, this is Legends. It's the Patrick Wheeland competition, so that's why it says PW. It's Legends trading. Why don't you offer trading mentorship? I do right here through the live stream. It's free. Once I make like 6 figures over and over and over again, maybe I'd feel like I can mentor somebody. For now, it's free. Right here on the live stream. Soak it in. All right. I feel like I'm gonna chicken out of this ad here, just because that 5 minutes. I don't like this pattern so much. Until we break higher, and then when we break higher, I'm like, wow, it's not as good of an ad. Isn't that just the trading in a nutshell? You know how much money you can make selling bullshit. I know, dude. Trust me. I could have come out the gates being a furu and made millions of dollars. Crazy. But guess what? I wouldn't feel good about it. You know, it's not just about money. I'd rather just be real and make less money, not be a millionaire. I mean, I'll be a millionaire, but eventually through trading. Or being an affiliate monster with Prop from Gorilla. That's cool too, because it's very useful. So see, now I'm like, yeah, it looks better, but now my entry's shit. So what do you know? Once again, in with just 5 minis. Golly. Trading, man. Trading. So funny. So funny how it works. Messes with your brain. Excuse me. Ooh. Petros, have a good one. G-Man, did you listen to me? I've been sitting in this long for a long time. Before you said it. You see this right here? I've been in 5 minis. I saw your theory? Yeah, I saw your theory. Yeah, the chat's not that busy. What else do I have to look at? I know. It's hard because the entry was as high as it was. It was hard for me to want to add to it at any point during this, you know? Like 5 minute, yeah, now it looks better, right? I would say if we can get another pullback to maybe this wick here, like 36, I would try to throw another 5 on. If we can do that before we get up to VWAP. Yeah, don't worry about the PhD. Just make your millions with your theory. That should be good enough. Good. Good. All right, so I don't know. I don't even think I'll take this off of VWAP, to be honest with you. This kind of double bottom like this, after we've just been pushing all-time highs all the freaking time, I'd much rather us get up to like some of these levels in the 500s. Wait, sorry, 300s. 25 300s. So I don't even think I'm going to take this off of VWAP. I think this could be like a hold into the afternoon. I say that because that's what I want, and in actuality, it's a lot harder for me to do that. But if I set the intention now of like, I think I got the low of the day essentially with this double bottom and just let it ride, I think I'll be fine. And if I think about for this competition specifically, you have to get it within the top 25 within 5 days, and that's Friday. So tomorrow's like the last day to. So it's right now. It's like you either really make a dent into the leaderboard, or you just you bail out. So right now the 25th place in this competition is at 19,700. So that's not so unattainable, you know. Right now unrealized 10,000 total, so almost at 60,000 equity. So if I could add to this position on a pullback, like that. What? Oh, rejected because I have the stop. Anyways, if I could add to that position, I could definitely, assuming 25th place benchmark doesn't raise too high, I should be able to make, potentially I could make like 20 grand today. But I think that will require me getting in full size. So that's my thoughts. It is a little frustrating that once again, I got in at the lows just with half size though. And this whole time, when I was in with 5, I'm like, I'll wait for a pullback. I'm gonna get in with 10. Gee, man, this is the tournament. This is the tournament. So it's just like first place gets 10 grand, second place gets whatever, 5 or whatever. Jacob, catch you later. So it's just like it's not like a funded account. It's just it's through Legends Trading, a prop firm. Market keeps getting bought, exactly. That's why I've been trying not to short really so much as I love shorting. This is where I want the pullback to happen. No, G-Man, I'm not in the top 10. No, I'm not even on the leaderboard. I had to make like 20 grand today to get on the leaderboard. Or like 10 or something. I don't know. All right, I'm going to set a limit buy. You want to see how this trade works out? Join the Discord. It's free. Link is in the description. Stick around here a little bit longer though. See if anything interesting happens. But we are coming into 11 o'clock hour when I usually, step away. Don't close this trade until the end of the day and you'll be in the top 5. I guarantee you that. I really want to do that, G-Man. I think that's a good idea, and I would love to. VWAP coming close. VWAP incoming. Thanks, Isaiah. Gotta love a stranger, or gotta love a guarantee from a stranger on the internet because there's always a recourse. It's funny. I was watching this short from Brian Stonk is his name. It was from his live stream, and I was like, he was reading chat, and he's like, Hassan, you want me to do like go long or whatever it was? And he took this trade from a guy named Hassan, and I was like, that's familiar. I went back and looked at one of my shorts I made 2 years ago, and it was Hassan in chat saying, take this trade, and I lost money. I think it was funny. I was like, Hassan is still going into people's live streams and like telling them what to do. So at the relative highs here, right at VWAP, I think we will blast through this. I prefer if we pull back first. But hey, that's cool. 5 minis is still good. Why in 5 minutes not 50? Hey, I would if I could. They only allow 10 max. Marking 300s. Yeah, I mean, I do want to see us, even just like the open high. I'd be interested in PDH. You know, let's test some of those levels. With this dip down to 200, perfect level. That's what I wanted to see last night, and that's why I set an order at 200 last night in case we got the dip and while I was sleeping. But just based off recent history, let's go make new highs or something. You know, at least test some highs from yesterday. Let's just really turn this into a bull trend afternoon. It'd be great. Discord link, it should be in the description. If it's not there, I don't know what happened, but then just exclamation point Discord and chat, and they'll get the link from Streamlabs. All right. Let's see if we hit VWAP now. Wow, this has really gotten dull, hasn't it? So sitting in this trade from 29.5, I'm looking to add to it. Right now I have an order sitting in the 40s, but VWAP may come first, and we might not get that pullback to the 40s. And then I would like to hold this into the afternoon. So, not the most exciting Price action right now is we're in this like 11 a.m. Low volume chop. Yeah, add 5 more for fun. Yeah, definitely I want to do it on a pullback, not do it up here like I did last time where I added 8 and regretted it. Not gonna blow this. What's up, Christian? How you doing? Long time no see. How you been? Like everyone has gone to lunch, yeah. Branislav, what up? My profits for the year? Yeah, a little bit. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Looking, it's good progress. I'm just looking to really tighten up as we go into the end of the year. Lock in some more payouts. So no VWAP yet. No VWAP yet. Don't really, honestly, it's ES. What's going on here? Lower high there. Does make me question the ad, honestly. Like, are we gonna revisit the lows again? I don't know. Bounce at 67.76. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Trading funded now? Sometimes. I have a fresh 150k Lightning funded account through Tradeify. Haven't placed any trades on it yet today. What's up, Gabagool? What's up, buddy? Okay. All right. Can we get up the view up now? This is it's really taking a while here. All right, chat. How did your trading go this morning? Let's do a quick poll here. See if anyone's still out there. All right. Check the chat for the poll if you want to respond. How'd your morning go? Green, red, or no trade / break even? On my full time, I've been trading every single day. You know, give or take some time off here and there since 2020. Ask what your wife is doing while you're trading. She's doing her own stuff, whatever she's, whatever pursuit she's doing, writing, or you know, she's been doing some art lately. So. And now I'm about to go for a walk, so I think while this trade works out, I'm going to go for a walk with Rachel. And come back tomorrow for a Friday stream. Should be a good time. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. I don't know. Maybe. It could happen. I got a lot of codes sitting in a Google Sheet here that are, you know, burning a hole in my storage space. So maybe we'll do a giveaway. Poll has 58% green, 29% red, 12% no trades break even. GG's. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the flippity flip. Catch you later. Peace.